TLDR, ignore it, and the number one is really important. Hi friends, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to be talking about how to deal with hate, and I've dealt with a good amount of hate in my content creation experience, so hopefully I can advise you on this. I've also been canceled twice, kind of, not really, but kind of, so we're gonna get into it. First and foremost, the most important thing that I want you to realize is that no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you cannot make everyone happy and you cannot make everyone like you. And that is just a fact of life. There will just be people that don't like you. And that was a difficult thing for me to understand as a people pleaser myself, because I grew up always trying to make the people around me happy. So it blew my mind when I couldn't, and it was a tough pill to swallow, but the end result is they're entitled to their opinion, you're entitled to your opinion, and that's that. And not everyone's gonna like you, no matter how much effort you put into it. You're not gonna make everyone like you, so stop trying and just live your life the way you wanna live it. I know it's easier said than done, and it takes a lot of time to kind of get that down, but I believe in you, you can do it. But let's get into actually dealing with hate itself. So I have a lot of rules that I follow personally regarding hate. So first off, if the hate is like a hate comment or something, but it is done through misinterpretation, as in there is a lot of hate and whatever, but a lot of it is stemming from the fact that they misinterpreted my words and misinterpreted what I said, I respond once to correct misinformation. I believe that content creators have a responsibility to go and correct misinformation that spreads from their content and in their comments section. Otherwise, it will look like you support or enable certain behaviors that you really shouldn't. Such as if I made a video talking about my experience as a female content creator and how I grew on Twitch. And a lot of misogynistic people were commenting things like, oh, you only grew because you're pretty female, huh? Right? One comment is all I left. And I just said, I've looked the same for 3 years. So where's your argument to that? And a lot of times they get angry and they comment more BS and like 10 comments. I've had like hundreds of comments from the same person for BS things, and I just ignore it and just respond once. And I know it's so tempting to get into those comment fights, but you can't do it because that's what they want. These trolls want to go and instigate you to get a response from you. So if you don't respond, they get bored because you don't give them what they want. That's the whole game here that we're playing. Secondly, if people are mass spamming hate comments, then their comments are generally related to the same thing. I turn on comment filtering. I know you could just leave the comments there, and I did for a while when I was receiving hundreds of thousands of like hate messages. Okay, it was like tens of thousands. It wasn't hundreds of thousands, but it was tens of thousands. And I just turned on comment filtering after a while. I left them there, but then it just got annoying for me to go read for my mental health. So I filtered out all of those comments, like anything pertaining to that. I also on TikTok turned my tags to friends only. I turned off duets and stitches, and I deleted any comments that made their way through the filtering just so it was completely purged off of my videos. Because also, when you're receiving mass amounts of hate comments, like I was receiving tens of thousands of hate comments, it discourages good people from commenting nice things because they're getting overwhelmingly flooded with hate, and they will get attacked for commenting nice things under your videos. So if you just purge out all of the trolls, then you're left with only the nice people again. And then, unfortunately, you just wait until they get bored. And again, I know it's so frustrating when you're the person who's sitting there every single day receiving waves and waves and waves of hate, and there's literally nothing you can do. Because if you respond, you're feeding the trolls. And if you don't respond, then the trolls get mad at you for not responding. But they'll eventually get bored and leave you alone. So it's just a waiting game. Do have to wait it out. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but they'll get bored. 3, if people are making tons of videos on TikTok or any other platform hating on you, I know this is so frustrating, but again, you can't respond to it. When people, I've had somebody make like an 8-part series tearing apart my character and saying I was a shitty content creator, a shitty person, and that I only bait for likes and all my content sucks and I give out bad advice, yada, 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 and I purposely want people to go fail. Some shit like that, which is, again, all not true. And they made 8 videos about it, and I saw the videos, but I did not comment. I never uttered their name in my mouth. I don't even remember who they were because they're that insignificant to me. I didn't comment under their videos, never made a video on my platform about it. I literally only talked about it on my stream, but I never mentioned their name. So I only mentioned that this thing was happening, but I never mentioned the name of this creator. Because the more you talk about them, the more their name is in your mouth, the more power you give. And eventually, I don't know what happened because I literally don't even remember this person's name, but this thing dissipated. But it's still something notable that I like to talk about because I thought it was really funny that this person was so obsessed with me for a while. But if you literally ignore it and leave it alone, it'll eventually die because this troll will get bored and they run out of content to go and bully you on, so they'll go bully somebody else. Now, if somebody made videos about you, but this video was done in misinformation, again, then I will make a rebuttal video correcting said misinformation. So, like, I had somebody make a video saying that I stole their content, which I did not, and I made a rebuttal video to that to correct misinformation. Because again, when somebody makes a video and it is slandering, that's a very strong word, but it's basically defaming you with false allegations, then as a content creator I want to protect my brand and my reputation, I do make a one rebuttal video to correct it, and that's it. Again, I prefer if people just solve their problems with me behind closed doors so that we don't have to do this public fight thing, but whatever. Again, the biggest things that you really want to focus on is you want to go and talk about this problem, this thing, whatever they're hating on you on, don't mention it. Because if you talk about it, the more you talk about something, the more the public finds out about it. And the more the public finds out about it, the more they want to pitch in and throw in their opinions. So you're basically fanning the flames when you're making the videos or more videos talking about this topic. And it only get bigger and bigger. The more you talk about the subject or the more you talk about hate you receive, the more you will receive. It does not dissipate when you talk about it more. Guarantee you. And if you complain about the amount of hate you're getting, you're going to ask for more hate. The reason being, these trolls will see that you are somebody who is easy to instigate and responds emotionally. And that's what they want because these guys are bored and they're, poking the sleeping lion and you're giving them a response. They're pouring gasoline into your fire and your fire is getting bigger. So of course they're going to add more because that's what they want. So you got to make sure that you don't give them what they want and you ignore them. And again, only respond if it's actually massive misinformation that is defaming your character, ruining your brands, or just spreading misinformation that people just should not believe in the first place. And if that's the case, one video is all you make. One comment is all you leave. And that is it. Any more, and you gotta exercise your self-control. I'm sorry, I know this video is more of a serious one, but I really hope it helps because a lot of people struggle with dealing with large amounts of hate or just hate in general. I know I did as a people pleaser myself. I was like, why do these people don't like me? And you know what? People just aren't gonna like you, and that's fine. I do be like that sometimes, but if you don't like boba, then we really do have a problem because you really should be liking boba. But speaking of likes, you should like this video and also subscribe while you're down there. I'd appreciate it so much, and I hope to catch you in my live streams. I do stream 4 days a week, or to catch you in another video. Peace.